Hey guys, how's everyone doing today? Just straightening you guys out here. Let's see. There we go. How's everyone out there today? I'll give you guys a few minutes to pop on here. Is that bright enough? Let me see. If you guys, yeah, that's bright enough. I like that. If you guys can go ahead and share this, this would be great. I'll just give it a minute or two to let some people pop on. I'm just going to close my shade here. I think last week the light from my window was affecting my video. So, hi Deb, how are you? So glad to see somebody on here. I hate when I'm on here. It's too, is it too bright? I think the white here is really bright here. Trying to pull the video up here. Let's see. Doesn't look too bad on my end, but my computer's a little dark. But is it too bright? Is it too annoying, you think? Let me try something here in the settings. Oh, I think I made that even brighter. All right. All right, so we're gonna just wait a minute or two. Let's see who pops on here. I've got a really cute project today for our Facebook Live, and I'm gonna show you guys. Oh my goodness, you got up at 4 a.m.? That's crazy, but then you fell back asleep. Yeah, I would fall back asleep too. I'm glad you're up too, so you can watch this. It's rainy here again. It's rain, rain, rain. So I'm very sleepy again today, but maybe I'll take a nap later before the kids get home. So here is the project we're gonna do today. It's a matching card and gift box. And these are great. These are the Baker's boxes that Stampin' Up! Sells. You get 8 in a package that you can decorate and do whatever you want with. It is so neat to get a present and everything matches. So I thought this would be fun. Simple little project today to do and showcase the product of the week. Hi Lauren, how are you? I'm so glad I have a couple of people watching, and you guys are on the West Coast, so it's early for you guys. So let's go ahead. I'm going to show you here. The Farmhouse Christmas is the product of the week that I am showcasing all this week. I pick a product on a Monday and I focus on it all week long. So this is the one that so cute. I love this set. And it comes, well, it doesn't come with dies. You have to buy them separately or you can bundle them together. But here's all the dies that you get. I love the fence. And yeah, the boxes are really big. They're bigger than I thought they would be, Deb. Their insides are really big. I can't open this one because it's glued down, but I'll show you once we put it together. And this set is so cute. I just love this set. I fell in love with this set. So there's so many things, and there's so many things out there on Pinterest and Google. So that's the set we're going to use today. So I think we'll get started. We'll, let's see, did anybody else pop on? So we'll go ahead, we'll get started here. And we'll start with our box first, I think. So, like I said, these boxes are a lot bigger than I thought they were gonna be. So you're gonna get 8 of them in a pack. Sorry about the glare there, but they're called the Baker's boxes. So I'll leave a link in the video as to where you can purchase them on my store. So here is the box. And what you're going to want to do is, the first thing we're going to do is varnish all the edges with our bone folder. So we'll just go ahead and varnish these. It's important to do this because your box isn't going to fold properly. So I'm just using my bone folder. Not that it won't fold properly, it just won't. When you have that nice crease in there, it'll stay more in the shape of a box, I guess. So there's a lot of tabs here, a lot of folding, so just make sure you get them all burnished in. And what I like about these boxes is you can go ahead and fill them with anything. So all kinds of things here you can fill them with. They're big enough to where I put some candy in. I just put like a couple of mini chocolate bars in one, and there was there was a lot of room in there to fill up with different stuff. So once you get, and I like how they have the window too, so you can see down inside them, which is nice. But like I said, there's a lot of creases and a lot of flaps that we have to fold, so it's better to just do it all at once. Get them nice and burnished down. Now, some people do use adhesive to glue down some of the flaps. I'm not going to use the adhesive, but if you want to, you can add adhesive here, and I'll show you when we're putting it together. So once your flaps are all folded, then we're going to go ahead and put the box together. It's really simple to put together. There are little slots in here that these flaps are going to go into, and well, you'll see. Let's just put it together, right? So the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and kind of fold it up so it's like this, and then as you can see the little flaps here, you're going to just kind of slide that into your flaps. And this is where I'm talking about with the adhesive. If you wanted to put adhesive here on these flaps, and then when you fold this up, it will you can kind of stick them in and they'll stay put. But they stay put once you fold it in, but I know some people like it not to move at all. So in here there are the little flaps again on here, and that's all you do. You just, simple, easy peasy, as my son would say, and just fold it up like that. And then this part just folds here, and again you could put adhesive on these flaps on the inside, fold it up and stick them in. I don't see the necessity for the adhesive, but some people like it. Some people like the adhesive in there. So there's your box, and then of course this folds in here, and it even has the little tab here so people can pull up on it. So super cute. And like I said, look how much room you have inside. So if I had some candy, let me see. I know I have candy. It's my craft room. I have candy everywhere. I'll show you with a few. So I have some Garibaldi chocolate snowmen. So there's like, I don't know, a bunch of them in there, and it still doesn't fill it. So you can see how big this box is. You can put a lot of things in here. So I really like the size of them. So we're gonna go ahead and decorate this box here. So you just wanna, oh, left a snowman in there. Just wanna go ahead and close it up. And then I'm going to use the Festive Farmhouse paper to decorate with. This paper is so great. I just love this paper. I think I've showed this paper off a few times, but the different designs and patterns with it is just so pretty. I love that one. I think that one goes great with the candy cane season set. I mean, the whole package could go great with that set. It could go great with any of them, but I just love all the paper in here and the designs and the colors. So this is what we're using today. So let's go ahead, and I've already pre-cut everything to save time. So you're gonna need 5 strips of any pattern that you want to use in the farmhouse suite, and these are cut at 2x4. So yes, cookies would fit awesome in there, or a cupcake. It would be so nice to, if you're baking, you could bake a bunch of them and hand them out to your neighbors. And what a nice little thoughtful gift that would be. So these guys here, like I said, they're measured 2 by 4, and one of these is going to be for our matching cards. So we're going to set that aside. So you're only going to need 4 pieces for your box. And if you wanted to do cardstock and then designer series paper to kind of layer it, you could do that. You'd cut your cardstock at 2 by 4, and then your designer paper you could do at 1 7/8 by 3 7/8. I'm just going to put the 1 layer on today. And I found, because this is glossy, and I want to make sure these go on straight, I'm going to use the liquid mono glue today for that. It's just easier to work with when you want to make sure you get something on precise. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this on the back here, and we're just going to do each side. Now, if you're using designer series paper that has a pattern that matters, you just want to make sure you put it on the right way. So, you know, if this pattern, obviously I could put it on either way and it wouldn't look upside down. But if you're like the one paper, and I'm so terrible, I don't know what it's called. I can't remember what it's called. But it's with the Santa's Workshop suite. And Deb, you might know, or Lauren, you might know what the heck I'm talking about. But it's got the little characters on there, the little Santas and the elves. If you're using that paper, which would be super cute on these, obviously that's going to matter whether you put it on upside down or not. So you're just going to put these on, like I said, on all 4 sides. And it goes pretty quick. So you could whip up a bunch of these all at the same time if you wanted to. These would be good for teachers too if you wanted to do teacher gifts. I'm always trying to figure out what I'm going to get the boys teachers for holidays, and you know, I'm always trying to think of them because they do an amazing job. Most teachers out there are just phenomenal in what they do, and my kids so far have been very lucky to have great teachers in their lives. So try to always remember them. And the bus drivers, I always try to take care of the bus drivers too, because I couldn't imagine driving bus for a school bus like that with the kids. But let's see. Yeah, that is a great idea too, Deb. You could with the buffalo check. I love the buffalo check. I've been using that a lot. You could use your own designer paper. Make it up if you don't have the designer series paper. You can make your own. That buffalo check stamp is a fast favorite of mine. I didn't like when I seen the buffalo check stamp, I thought, well, I'll use it, but I didn't realize how much I would use it, you know. It's a really, really nice stamp. Nice background stamp. All right, so we just have 1 more left. So we'll go ahead and glue that up. I like the 3D projects. You know, I love cards. I love card making. I could make cards all the time, but I do like to throw in a 3D project every once in a while. I love how Stampin' Up! Has made it easy for us to do 3D projects with the different products that they have online for us to shop. So that's it for the box. So simple, easy to do, to decorate. And then for the top here, what I'm going to do is I created a belly band, and let's see, where did I put it? Right here. Yeah, you're going to have fun with that stamp, Deb. I love that stamp. And Lauren, you don't have it yet. You're going to get it. I love that buffalo plaid stamp. You guys will enjoy that once you get it. So the belly band here, what I did was I cut this at 1 inch by 12 inches. So it's just the size of your designer series paper, the 12 inch. And then I just cut it at 1 inch. And then I'm just going to kind of eyeball it here. And then what I'll do is kind of pinch where it kind of folds up here. I didn't measure it or anything. I just kind of eyeballed it. And then I'll just take my bone folder here, and I will just crease those in. Then I'll set that aside there. And then what I've done is I've cut out of the stitch shape framelits the, I can't find my stitch shape framelit that I cut out. I might have to cut another one out. I've lost it. Okay, so I got to cut another one out. But I've gone ahead and I've cut out of the layering circles and the stitch shape framelits. The stitch shape framelit, which I'm going to cut out right now. My big shot is on the side of me. I'm just going to cut one out quickly. And you're just going to cut it out of Whisper White. What I'm going to use is it's the third smallest stitch shape framelit, or the second largest. I always count them down by smallest. I don't know why. But I'm going to cut this out of Whisper White. Let's see. Let me just cut that out quickly. Hi, Julie. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, I know. The buffalo stamp, it's crazy. I was, like I said, I didn't think I was going to enjoy it as much as I have, so. So I'm just cutting out my stitch shape framelit that I can't find someplace. I dropped everything prior to my live video, and my dog is under my feet, and she took off, and I don't know, it's probably out in my hallway. But the stitch shape framelits, these guys are so awesome. I have used these like crazy. What I do is, this is on a magnetic strip. I actually have a magnetic strip on my wall right next to my work area. Because I use these so much, I just leave these out on the magnetic strip. And you get the squares, circles, and ovals with this set, and you get 4 each. So these are awesome. They cut out so nice, and they give you that nice little stitched shape framelit there around your project. I just love these. So hi, Kelly. Thanks for joining. How are you doing today? We're in the middle of the project, but if you want to, you know, once I post this, you can go ahead and catch this project again, over and over again if you wanted to. So I've got the stitch shape framelit here that we're going to do some stamping on. And this here was cut out of the, another one of my favorites, the layering circle framelits. These guys I can't recommend enough. If you're just kind of starting out and you have a big shot and you're wondering what thinlits and what dies you should get, you should absolutely put these in as one of your first things to get. Your either the squares or the ovals or the circles. I tend to go to the circles a lot. So this I would recommend, and I would recommend those stitch shape framelits. So these are awesome. So I used the second largest, was it? I think it was. Yes, the second largest stitch shape framelit, so this one here, or if you count them down from smallest, it would be the 7th smallest one. So I just cut that out with the designer series paper. And we're going to go ahead and use the cherry cobbler because it matches so well with our paper we picked. So I'm just going to go ahead and stamp just on this stitch shape framelit here. Yeah, these framelits are wonderful, and like I said, I can't recommend them enough to my customers. So in this stamp set, this is the one we're going to use right now. We're going to use Wishing You a Season Full of Peace, Wonder, and Love. Merry Christmas. I just love that saying. So we're going to stamp that out with cherry cobbler and just stamp it out on your stitch shape framelit. I just inked this up, so it's, I think I put too much ink on my ink pad. It's pretty moist there. Lots of juice on there. So that's gonna layer on top of here. So I'm just gonna take the snail adhesive and I'm just gonna glue that down to the top here. And then I'm just gonna flip it over. And well, before we continue, I forgot the sprig. I'm also using the sprig punch. And I'm gonna go ahead and stamp, or not stamp, I'm gonna punch this out with the, where is it? The silver, here it is. This is the silver, oh, what am I trying to say? What is it? Glimmer paper. I couldn't think of glimmer. I mean, I have a clue right here. It's glimmery. So we're going to punch this out. And I'm actually going to punch 2 of these out because we're going to use one on our card also. So I love this sprig punch. So then I'm just going to take one of these. I'm going to set it aside. And then this one here, I'm going to put a glue dot on. And we're going to kind of tuck it underneath. I probably should have done that first. I'm just going to use my paper piercer. I love the paper piercer. I haven't bought the new tool yet. But I think I'm going to add it to my list. There's so many things that I want to add to my list. But there's only so much money at some point that you can buy stuff, so but that is definitely going to be on my list. So I'm just going to go ahead and tuck this in under here just to give it a little bit of bling. Isn't that pretty? So now to finish off the box, make sure your goodies are in here first before you do this part, because this part will be closed. We're going to kind of put the belly band here. So once you have all of your goodies inside, you know, put your belly band here. And then I'm going to go ahead and put some snail adhesive on top of my circle here. Just going to kind of center this, hold that there, and then I'll glue down one side first, bring this one in, kind of make sure it's all even, and then press it down. Isn't that cute? And then there's still room in here to where you can see your little goodies inside. So simple to decorate that. So that's one part of it. And then the second part will be the card, simple card. I just cut this card base at 4 by 8. This is not the card base. Where did I put it? Right here. 4 by 8. And yeah, that's what I'm wondering, if when I buy the new tool, if I will reach for my paper piercer, because I use this paper piercer like all the time. It's as common as my bone folder, I think. So I'm just going to take my bone folder and give this card a crease. Again, this one here is just 4 by 8, fold at 4. So it's a 4 by 4 card. So I took a piece of the matching designer series paper. This one is cut at 3 7/8 by 3 7/8, and we're just going to layer this on the top here. So, and again, snail adhesive. And it'll give it just a little bit of the white border here. And then I've taken the other strip. Remember, we cut 5 of these. So this one here, I'm just going to flip it over and use the green side. And I'm just going to put this right in the middle of your card. I wouldn't have been able to do that with the fast fuse if I was using that, so. Whoops. So just layer that right in the middle. I still think it's crooked, but, and then it's driving me nuts. I think it's a little crooked here. There we go. Much better. Then in the Farmhouse Christmas, the dies, not the thighs, but the dies. There is a stitched, there's a couple of stitch shape thinlits in here. So we're using this one here. And again, this is one of the reasons why, one of many reasons why I was sold on these thinlits here. So this, you're just going to take a piece of Very Vanilla, which I've already cut it out to save time. Very Vanilla, cut this out, and then we're going to stamp on here. Out of this set, there's some sentiments in here, but we're going to do Happy Christmas Wish. I thought that would be good for the front of the card. So again, cherry cobbler, that's the only ink I'm using. Everything's matching. I love that. I love that about Stampin' Up. I know that's like one of the main things why a lot of people love Stampin' Up is all of the coordinating products that they sell. So we're just going to go ahead and stamp this right in the middle here. And then I'm just going to use our other sprig here, another glue dot on here. Just going to put it right on the front here. And then put this on the back of your Happy Christmas Wish. And then Stampin' Up! Dimensionals to pop this up on the front of the card. It's so much nicer when people are on here live with me. A lot of times it's crickets. I feel like I'm just talking to myself, so it's kind of nice that I was able to talk to some people today. So this is my favorite part of these dimensionals. No, not really. I do not like peeling off the backs of these. I wish I could just have them. I wish they'd make a machine to just peel the backs off. It's so annoying. So you're just gonna stick this right in the middle, and that's it. Our coordinating card and box set here. So I noticed on this green paper on the here, if you wanted to, it's up to you. I kind of like the way it looks, but you could trim this down. Instead of it being at 4, you could trim it down to 3 7/8, and it would be the same size as your paper here. But super cute. So I will leave the links to all of this in my video description so you can purchase any of these products. And I am also I will also be doing some online classes. I've had some people contact me. They'd like to do some online classes. So in the next I don't know, maybe in the next week or two, I will get on here and I will notify you guys of some online classes that I will be doing. And I don't have a special yet for November. I should. I just don't have one, but I may come up with a special. But anytime you make any purchase from me, you always will get a thank you card and a little something from me in the mail. And I always have that host code, so just make sure you're using my host code if you want to receive some goodies. And I also will, when I do my online classes, I will have a special host code that you'll use, so I know that you want to receive my online classes. So I'll post more information on those once I have it finalized as to what I'm doing with my classes. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's project. Super simple. We'll go ahead and, like I said, I'll leave all that information in the video description. And there was something else I was going to say. I don't know. But anyways, we'll go ahead. We'll leave all that information out there. And I will see you guys next Tuesday. Thank you guys all for joining in and watching today. And I will see you guys next week. Same time, same bat channel. All right. Talk to you guys later.